Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, where we talk all things Manchester United. There isn't a lot to discuss because there isn't a lot going on, but are Ineos setting up Ruben Amorim to fail this season with the business going on? That's going to be the main topic of conversation. Of course, reports have come out as well, stating that United are willing to pay off Jadon Sancho in order to make his move to Juventus happen. I'm not sure how reliable the sources that said that, but I'm sure that'll be a topic of discussion as well. And what's this saying? Oh, Lord. And I just see there the gap between United and Brentford on the valuation of Mbeumo remains considerable. There's been no significant developments over the past few weeks. The two sides are several £1 million apart, and a deal is still not imminent, but talks continue. So Manchester United still not got Mbeumo over the line either. So whether it's one of the topics I just mentioned or it's something else, please keep all your comments, all your questions Manchester United related, please, people. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, make sure you hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Hit the like button on the video when you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax. So hit that like button. Make sure you share this out across all the socials, Twitter/X, Instagram at Yes It's Flawless. On both of those platforms, make sure you follow my new Twitter. That's at Yes It's Flawless. Also at Sarcasm City TV on both of those platforms as well. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit that notification bell as well. Road to 16,000 subscribers. Please make sure you do that. Please make sure you do that. And I mentioned this at the start here, so I go to the Jadon Sancho news first and foremost. Manchester United are willing to pay a 4.3 million severance package to Jadon Sancho in order to facilitate a move to Juventus. He would earn 4.3 to 5.2 million pounds net per year. There's still work to be done regarding the Juventus transfer fee. And that's from at Core Sport on Twitter. I'm not sure how reliable a source they are, but to me, this makes all the sense in the world. This here makes all the sense in the world. Sancho wants his money. He wants his bread. I fully understand why he wants his bread. I would want the same thing. As much as I love the sport of football, I am not losing out on 4.3 million, 5.2 million, 3.5 million, 3 million, 2 million, 1 million a year, 500k a year. I am not passing that up because the deal between those two hasn't worked out. You lot have a contract with me that you lot offered me. Honor the contract. This makes all the news in the world. I stated this from when the loan deal didn't go through with Chelsea and we got 5 million from them. Use the 5 million to pay him off. And finally, 15th of July, reports are coming out stating that United are willing to pay a severance package. Why did this not happen before? Why did this not happen before? It was so blatantly obvious that this was the move. It's just common sense. Pay him off. Same with the Rashford deal as well. And it's not like it's money out of your pocket. I just stated there, Jade, we got 5 million from Chelsea for the Sancho deal that didn't go through. We got, I thought it was 5 million, 7.5 million for the Alvaro Fernandez deal because of the sell-on clause there. And we also got 11 million from the Alanga deal with him going Newcastle from Nottingham Forest. Use this money. That's 11, 7, and 5. Use the money. Like, it's just common sense. I don't understand why it's not money out of the transfer kitty or money out of the kitty to that was going to go elsewhere. That 5 million from all right, use that. And then get the transfer fee for Jadon Sancho, whether that's 20 million, 25 million, 30 million, and move him on. The same goes with the Rashford deal as well. Because Garnacho and Anthony Garnacho and Malacia are not on big money. And Anthony, we heard, is willing to take a pay cut. And he's not on big money like that. Cut your losses. And when you get the transfer fee, even take that out. You could, even if you want to, take it out of the transfer fee. You're getting 25 million. Take 2 million out of the transfer fee. How are we doing here, man? Absolute, just not very bright. Big up nephew in the chat as well every single time. Big up Warrior J. Big up Miles as well. Certain clubs trying to break the British transfer record fee twice. Other clubs haggling over a couple million. Big up Flawless, we're done. Yeah, it don't look good. I'm telling you that right now. It really doesn't look good. Big up to Sham says big up Flawless in the chat. Like and subscribe to the channel. I see it. Warrior J says, I think Ineos are setting up AMORIM to fail, to be honest. I know you guys are super unhappy with AMORIM, but the lack of summer business this window is crazy. This is just my opinion. Oh, it's crazy. When you remember the conversations that was being had in the summer, and the people who were backing AMORIM was talking about how the squad's going to be very different. Wait till he gets to preseason with all these new players. And with the new players, they're going to work in his system. And when we clear out the players who are not good, the team's going to be so much better. Well, we're back now at preseason training, and the team, bar Cunha in for Garnacho is the exact same. So where is this huge difference in regards to performance and results going to happen? And people are just going to open their eyes and start having this honest conversation. Again, the window's still open. The window is still open so they can still do business, but it's the lack of urgency. If we had gone in for 4 or 5 players and the deals hadn't worked out, you go, okay, the intent's there. If we had tried to sell these players and deals are broke down, whether it was over money. Remember, let's say teams hypothetically were offering 5 million for Garnacho and 10 million for Rashford. You're like, oh, all right, I get it. And was offering 7.5 million with 2.5 million add-ons for Sancho. If it was deals like that, I'd get it. But there's been no reports of any of us negotiating for sales, and there's been no reports of players negotiating moves away, and we don't seem to be forcing their hand whatsoever. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous footballing structure, we was told. So yeah, are they, as much as I don't rate the manager, are they setting him up to fail? Absolutely. Absolutely, they're setting it, because Troops asked me yesterday, someone else mentioned it on the Frank Harlan show. I can't remember who, but mentioned about it. It might have been Carl who said it, or somebody, a couple people stated it. Are they setting him up? Yes. But I'm still not hearing that as an excuse, because AMORIM knows what he's working with. If he was promised this player, and you don't get them, if you choose to stay, you made your bed, you lie in it, you can walk away. You can doubt it. Was the City fan as well who mentioned it as well. I'm saying he can walk away, and he's like, well, teams touch him, yeah. I'd respect him. If he left because he was like, things I was promised didn't happen in the summer, that's why I left. They're setting you up to fail. This is to anyone in life. If a job is setting you up to fail, that is, and when I say a job, a career, I'm not talking about just a random job you're doing to get by, but this is in life. If it's your career and it's something you are passionate about and you're looking to make it to the top of that industry or high in that industry, whatever the case may be, people, and where you are at, your bosses, the hierarchy are setting you up to fail, leave. Hand in your resignation. And then if the next job asks you why you left, well, I was promised this, this, and this. You don't even have to go into detail. You say I was promised things by the hierarchy that didn't happen. I believe they were setting me up to fail. If you want me to do the best possible job, give me all of the tools to succeed. We've discussed this. It's not like they haven't discussed. Of course, AMORIM's discussed with the board what he wants. Of course, all managers do that. Whether it's the Premier League, whether it's the Championship, whether it's League One or League Two or the Conference, of course, the manager's sitting down with the hierarchy at their respective clubs and is having these conversations. Well, I'm looking at this player, and they will come, even if there's disagreement, they'll come to some agreement on something. And then if you choose to stay, you choose to stay. If you were promised 5 players and get 1, for example, I'm not saying this is what happened with AMORIM, but I'm just using that as a base argument. If you was promised 5 players and you only get 1, leave. They are setting you up to fail. That was not, like, there was no way. Again, as much as I don't rate AMORIM, there's no way that he was like, right, I only want 1 player. You think he was like, yeah, I just want Cunha. I don't want no players sold. Come on. Nah, I highly doubt it. It's crazy how 1 player not being sold has fucked United over. I hear you, nephew. It really has. Jam says, definitely a lack of urgency. Huge difference between in the way United are moving compared to Liverpool. You think we'd won the league? You think we'd won the league by, like, comfortably and got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League and was playing very, very well, and that they finished 15th and lost the Europa League final to Spurs and failed to win back-to-back games? You'd think so. They're moving like they didn't have a good season. They didn't have a fantastic. Let me scratch that. Liverpool are moving like they didn't have a fantastic season. City are moving like we failed and we want to get back to the top. Arsenal, who failed last season, are moving like, yes, we want to get back to the top. I actually think outside of Madueke, they've had a good window so far. Even though people might not like saying the Norgard signings, the Kappa signings, etc. I actually think they've done very good business. And if they get Gyökeres over the line, that turns to great business. It goes from very good to great. If they go to get Eze or Rodrigo, that goes from great to excellent, in my opinion. So they're the 3 clubs at the top of the league that are all moving like they had poor seasons and didn't win the league. What's going on here? Why are we not moving like that? Why are we just chilling? Like, I think Fulham are the only club who have done less business than us. I think Fulham finished 10th. Someone correct me on that, but they were mid-table. Why are we chilling like we Fulham? That ain't no disrespect to Fulham. But we are just chilling like we're comfortable with the season we had. Like Fulham will be. Yeah, man, mid-table, cool. If opportunity arises and we can sign a quality player, we'll bring him in. But that's the way we're moving. Not like we are Liverpool, Manchester City, or Arsenal. Like we're Fulham. All right. All right. Okay. Yes, Warrior J. Feels like United, like we won the league and we're happy with the squad mode, but I have no plan for the summer. It's crazy. It's crazy. King says Manchester City wanted Florian Wirtz. They didn't get him in their plan. B option was Cherky and they got him. But yeah, apparently we have a plan. We have the best in class, but yet we don't have a plan B. Yeah, the plan A is a bit shaky. I'm not gonna lie, man. The plan A is a bit shaky. It is. And let me get back to the Mbeumo news as well. This again about the gap between United and Brentford on the valuation of Mbeumo remains considerable. There's been no significant developments over the past few weeks. The two sides are several £million apart, and a deal is not imminent, but talks continue. Here the thing is with that, several £million. So what we say, 5 million, 6 million? What are we classing as several, people? You lot let me know in the chat. What are you lot saying is several? How many is several? That's what I want to know. Yeah. How like that's so. I wish he would have just said what it was more so we had a fee. Because I think it's like 5-6 million. I've said this from the jump. I don't think it's a significant amount. And if it was a significant amount, he would have stated it was a significant amount. He said the value, he says, remains considerable. Several £million apart. You didn't say it's a massive difference. It's considerable. Yeah, considerable. My back foot. Say what it is. Yeah, several. Yeah, see that. Between 4 and 7, says Sham. S. Madison says several means 3 to 5 according to Google. Exactly that. Big up S. Madison. I hope you're blessed as well. But yeah, you lot get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. Let's continue to run up these likes as well. Continue to hit that subscribe button too. It's just United being United at the end of the day. This is just on some foolishness. That's what it is, man. Just ran like where's the urgency? Where's the movement? Best in class, and we want what's best for Manchester United and and all. All right, people are eventually gonna open their eyes, man. Eventually, people are going to open their eyes. Like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? What did Kaneki say about Ineos again? Incompetent nitwits enjoying our suffering. That's what he called Ineos. Incompetent nitwits enjoying our suffering. Hey, big up, Si. Says big up, flawless. Hope you're all good. I'm blessed. Frustrating. It's not even a word for me. It's just, is it disappointing? I don't know if I could say disappointing because I half expected. Just can't even think of the correct word to describe it. Just tired. You know what I'm saying? Just tired. Like we just setting ourselves up to fail from the jump. Now again, people, this could all change. And if it all changes, guess what? I'll apologize. If they do the business, because like I keep stating, it's only and people that say, oh, the window's not closed, which it is. It's only 15. It's only the 15th of July, so there's still time to do business. Season don't start for a whole nother month, and the window don't close for a month and some change. I believe it's the end of August, which is like the 31st. So, but we are negotiating from positions of power less and less and less every day as other teams go and get other play in regards to selling players. When other teams go and buy players for those positions, that means that they're less likely to come and get our players. We watched Chelsea go and sign a winger. I believe Napoli went and signed a winger, for example. People ain't waiting around. What are you doing? So yeah, the gap is getting bigger and bigger every day. I hear you, Madison. This don't care attitude from Ineos. Maybe they're working tirelessly behind the scenes and they just can't get the stuff done. Well, it don't even seem like they're aiming to get it done. We're sinking flawless. Trust me, it's a sinking ship. Patch it up. patch it up, and they've just made it worse. Big up JT says, I don't know how you man get the energy to talk about United every day. It's just nothing but depression. This is why I'm glad I don't just do Manchester United content, because it would drive me insane if it was solely Manchester United content. I get to talk about other clubs. I get to talk about other sports. This is the benefit of being diverse. This is the benefit that I didn't make this a sole Manchester United channel. So happy about that. So happy that I just didn't make it a sole Manchester United channel. For real. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, big up, Duncy. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? And you lot continue to share this out across all the socials, please, as well. It really, really helps, man. Follow at Sarcasm City TV again across all socials. At Sarcasm City TV. Yes, it's flawless. Twitter and Instagram as well. Make sure you do both of those things, people. Please make sure you do that. We finish sharing it out across the socials as well. I'm even put it in the story on the Sarcasm City TV one. But yeah, stink, man. And they have done for the longest time. Like, anyone who thinks any different is freaking lying to themselves. Straight lying to themselves. If it's anyone who thinks any different. Liverpool are going for Isak, and we've been negotiating over 3 to 5 million for weeks. That's what I'm saying. Flawless. Any movements on outgoings? Oh yeah, Jadon Sancho. That's what report is saying. I'll pull it back up in a second. Give me 1 second. Jadon Sancho. They're saying that they're willing to pay him a severance package, which I don't know why it wasn't. We just didn't do it ages ago. I don't know what we're waiting on. Like, what is? I don't understand. Here it is. Oh shit! I didn't even star it. My bad. Manchester United are willing to pay a 4.3 million severance package to Jadon Sancho in order to facilitate a move to Juventus. He would earn 4.3 to 5.2 million net per year. There is still work to be done regarding Juventus transfer fee, and that's from at Core Sport. So, I don't know why that wasn't top of the list with him initially. Same with Rashford. Pay man off. What are we doing here? King says it took Ineos 2.5 weeks to submit a second bid for Mbeumo. If our club only made the second bid within 4 to 5 of 60 million plus add-ons, we would have probably got him here. But here we are. I actually still think we get Mbeumo. That's the one thing I've remained calm about for the longest. That's why you haven't really seen me get angry about it. You've not seen me get disappointed. You've not seen me get frustrated. Because that's actually a deal. I think, one, I think it's a great deal. And two, I think it's a deal we get over the line. We just, again, showing our incompetence with it. But I think the deal gets done. That's why I'm not worried. That's why I'm not concerned about it whatsoever. The issues is everything else. The issues is over players coming in. Also, secondly, as well, majorly outgoings. Like I've stated from the jump, my major issue was outgoings. How wanted these players gone? That should have been top, in my opinion. Outgoing should have been top of the list. That should have been number one. And then second on that list is incoming. And they both should have been in red, high priority. Should have had the color chart. And everything in red is high priority, urgent, must be done as soon as possible. And that should have been outgoings number one, incomings number two. But yeah. Man, like, it's a wild username. Big up to man like Banana. Actually, it could be a girl, but big up to Banana. Says the Man United have plan Bs for Mbeumo. The report said initially, but this was weeks back. Like we was looking at, it was Eze, it was Kudus, it was Semenyo. They were the three names that was mentioned as backups to him. Obviously, Kudus ended up going Spurs. Eze, we don't know what's going on with him. And Semenyo signed a new deal at Bournemouth. And if there's a release clause in it, it probably activates the following season. But it's like, you don't even need a plan B for that. Just go and get an Mbeumo and just go get it done. That magician says our owner just don't care. I hear it. I don't think our owner cares. I hear it. I get it. Actually, you know what? I'll go one further. I think he does care to an extent. I don't think it's a Glazer thing. Because they do try and make moves. They're just terrible at the moves they try and make. Their decision making is just terrible. Their execution, for the most part, at most things is terrible. I actually think they do. I actually think the owner does care. I just don't think he's very good. I don't think it's a lack of effort on their part. That's one thing I'll say. I don't think it's a lack of effort. I wouldn't accuse Ineos of not trying, because like I think they want to move players on and they're attempting to do it. I think just the execution of it is terrible. That's where it's at. Because your execution, which doesn't make it worse. It don't make it worse, but it doesn't make it better. We know the Glazers don't care. They couldn't care less. They probably couldn't name you, like, if you pour pictures to them of certain players in the team, they wouldn't know who that is. Whereas Ineos, I believe, would. They're hands-on, as we're seeing with certain things. It's just, like I said, they're just terrible at what they do. Big up to Josu as well. Big up. Flawless. Now Højlund is staying and the striker market is looking weak. Who do you want? And do you think United will sign a striker? Hopefully, yeah, I think we all was aware it's more than likely Højlund's going to stay because we're just terrible. The striker market is looking weak, but I state this all the time about positions looking weak in the market. Go and find new players. Go and find the next guy. I state this all the time. There's a striker. I've used this many times, and I continue to state it as long as I'm content creating. There is our next Haaland is out there. The next Isak is out there. The next Gyökeres is out there. The list goes on. We just don't know him yet. This time next year, there'll be a striker we're all talking about, and it'll be going for 60 million, 70 million, 80 million. Look at Gyökeres. He's the prime example. He was in the country. No one was talking about going to sign Gyökeres when he was in the championship. Sporting went and got him, which is a smart move on their part. He went and bagged goals over there, bagged goals in Europe, and now they're going to get 70 million for him, 80 million for him. Go get Gyökeres. Before he goes to Sporting, and not Gyökeres, because obviously he's at Sporting, but go and get that caliber of player. This is where your I say this all the time, this is where your recruitment team, this is where your scouts earn their money. Earn your bread. Earn your keep. That's what you got to do. Earn your money, earn your keep. That's what they got to do. Come earn your bread. They're not footballing minds, they are just business owners. Hey, the thing is, Magician, I think they are business owners. I believe they are footballing minds. I just think they're terrible at what they do. That's what it is. Like certain footballers are just terrible footballers, but they're still footballers. Like Sai just mentioned about Højlund. He's it's no lack of effort on his part. He's just terrible. He tries, puts in the effort, runs around. He's just terrible. He's just terrible. That's all it is. Oh yeah, Sai, you asked another question as well. We'll get to it. And who do I want? You said this, go get Mattel. I've said this for the longest. Go and get Mattel. That's what you have to do. Just go get Mattel. Go put 50 million down and see what Palace is saying. That's what it is. And if you sell players, you might have to put a bit more money on that, but then go buy him for 60. I think Palace sell. I think so. I do. I mean, there's no player from outside the big six that Manchester United can't get, in my opinion. We go and put that. It's just a money thing. There's no one we can't get. Take out the top six. Throw Newcastle in there as well, actually. I don't think there's any player we can't get, to be honest. That's just me, though. Do I think we'll sign a striker? Yes. Because it's one of the positions that's been high on the list from early. So do I think Manchester United sign a striker? Yes. Who that striker is, I don't know. But do we get a striker? Yeah, I think we do. I think we do. Ryan B says setting up AMORIM to fail. I hear it. Teams like Brighton will already have a replacement for a player going out, already lined up or already in the squad. Just need the right people to making the footballing decisions. I hear it. Brighton will. Whoever Brighton lose, like Brighton losing João Pedro. Have they replaced João Pedro yet? Surprised they haven't, or I might have missed it. Well, they'll have a replace. They'll go and get someone for João Pedro. They'll go get someone. Flawless, what do you think of the window we had on the Ineos last summer? Good window. It's a good window. It's the one thing I've credited them for. I like the incomings and the outgoings. King says Brentford was already in a strong position, but our club have strengthened it even more, all because our club was doing penny pinching. I hear it. Trust me. I hear you on that side. Yo, just get the deal done. Pay them the money they want and just keep it stepping. Because what's crazy as King is that people wanted to, this is what don't make no sense. People wanted to use that we should get more for Garnacho. They was using what other players was going for. So people will say we should get 50 to 60 million for Garnacho because João Pedro went for this, and Kudus went for this, and Alanga went for this, and Bino Gittins went for this, and Madueke went for this. So what I'm saying, people who use them things now don't want to use them that same argument and those same players with those fees where we shouldn't pay this for Mbeumo. Well, Mbeumo to me is better than all the players I just mentioned. So why would he not be more money? He's better than Madueke, he's better than Kudus, he's better than Bino Gittins, he's better than João Pedro, he's better than Alanga. And he's much better than all of them, bar probably Kudus. And I think he's better than Kudus, but the rest of them, I think he clears. And they've gone for 50, 55, 60, 65. So why can't we pay 65 to 70 for Mbeumo? You see how people are, King? People will pick and choose what suits their argument. And it's crazy to do. Because I get told we should get more for Garnacho and what we should get because of what other people are going for. But we shouldn't pay that for Mbeumo, who is much better than that group of players. What are we talking about here? If Alanga's 55 million, what is Mbeumo's value? If we're using, this is why I don't use other players. If Madueke is 55 million, what is Mbeumo? If Bino Gittins is 55, 60 million, what is Mbeumo? If Kudus is, what was he, 55, 60 million, what is Mbeumo in terms of value? Don't let people try and Jedi mind trick you. Too slick for this stuff. Because people, and that's why I pay attention to what people say. People will use one argument for one thing, but then not use it for the next. Just like, like, Lord. You know what I'm saying? And the more I think about these things, the more I'm just like, this is just crazy work. Big up to Stephanie G. Hope you're blessed, Stephanie. I hope you're all good. Hope everything is all right. Hope everything is all right. See what else you lot saying as well. Brentford need a rebuild, so they want to get as much money as they can for Mbeumo. They hold the cards in this deal. Yeah, they're the A side, and it's like we don't realize that we're the B side of the negotiation. That's another thing. I think that's why this deal is stalling. Because Manchester United are unaware of the scenario that we're in. United don't realize that we are the B side of the negotiation. So when you're the B side, the A side makes you pay type of thing. And that's what it is. And the thing is, he's worth the money. To me, Mbeumo for 60, 65, 70 million, I won't pay any more than 70 for him, but like 60, 65, 70 million is a good deal. It's a good deal. It's what he brings. Do I believe he is 70 million? Where does he bring 70 million or more in terms of value to the team? Yes. I think he has 70 million pounds worth of impact or more. Because I think he gets, not only is he a great follower for others and helps out the team overall, I also think he gets it done on the stat test. So the stats, he gets it done. The eye test, he gets it done, and he improves us overall as a team. In the league, I think he gets double. I think he gets 10 and 10. Or not 10 and 10, let me say that. I think he gets 20 G&A. Whether that's 15 goals, 5 assists, or 15 assists, 5 goals. I think he's worth the money and what he brings. And I think him and Cunha in tandem is brilliant. That's potentially Mbeumo and Visa 2.0 and a better version of it. Because I think Cunha is a better player than Visa. And I rate Visa, but I think Cunha is better. And Cunha can do all the things Visa can do to a better level. So those two, I think, will be very, and it's a very, I said this at the start, and I think it's very it's being very overlooked. Them two as a duo. And if you add in a competent striker, Lord of mercy, you're going to put some teams to the sword. Some teams are going to get absolutely moved to. Like, but, yeah, we'll see what's what. We really will say, y'all just pay the money. He's gonna bring, and it's not like he gets stacked and does the Bruno thing where it affects the team, or it's a James Maddison, or it's a Brennan Johnson, or even to a lesser extent, because he's a very, very good player, Cole Palmer last season, because Cole Palmer put up very, very good numbers for Chelsea. But did he play well? No. This is a Chelsea fan. Did he play well last season? No, but he still put up numbers. Same way Maddison still put up numbers, and Brendan Johnson still put up numbers. And Bruno didn't put up numbers, actually. He didn't put up numbers. Josie says, even with just Xerxes flawless, if you bring in Mbeumo to go with him and Cunha will cook. Absolutely. But the problem is with that is that the manager won't play Xerxes. But I 110% agree. Xerxes, Cunha, and Mbeumo from a profile perspective works. That's Firmino, Mane, Salah. Not in terms of level and where they're at, but profile. But the manager won't play Xerxes because for whatever reason, he don't rate him or don't want to play him. This is why Højlund was out there stinking up the gym for a long period of time. This is why Garnacho was starting game after game. We watched Højlund and Garnacho start match after match after match. How did two players go 20 league games without a goal? Bear in mind, I believe Højlund and Garnacho broke their ducks against Leicester. So if you take out the championship level sides, because that's what Leicester are, and that's why they are in the championship now, it was probably longer. Joke thing. 17 goals, 17 goals. What was it? 8 or 10 assists. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you look at Palmer's numbers overall, it's like, yeah, he had a good season. But we know that the game isn't played on paper. I was going to say Bruno had good numbers last season, but he didn't. I think he got 2 open play goals and how many assists did he get? Like 8 assists, something like that. You get 10 G&A overall in the league. Is it something like that? Is it something? If AMORIM won't play Xerxes and Højlund can't even lace his boots, why isn't there an urgency to buy a striker? Because we're run by people who are not very smart. They're not very bright, Sham. They're not smart, clever individuals. That's why. That's why. Hey, big on my bro, Sheik. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Hope you're blessed as well. Their nephew says, funniest thing about Xerxes is he came on in that final after a long injury and made a chance first time he touched the ball. And the craziest part is if we lost that final, and then did Xerxes even start the game after? Let's say we would have had a majorly important game after that final, like we were fighting for top 4 or something like that, or European place. He would have still started on 100%. Would have still started because we watched him do it all season long. Højlund started game after game after game after game. Manager stinks, man. That's just what it is. Manager absolutely stinks. 1 second. Did he even play? Let's see. What was the Villa lineup? Because I was only half watching that game. I'm not going to lie. Oh, shit. Wait, did we play Villa before? I thought we played Villa after. Where's the Villa game? Why is it not on? They just erased it. Why can't I find the Villa game on Google? That's mad. Because it's just got the Europa League final and then the All-Stars game. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's going on. Yeah, don't stress, Sheik. Whenever you're ready, fam. Whenever you're ready. Rodgers and Bruno got the same G&A. There we go. Morgan Rodgers and Bruno Fernandes got the same G&A, but we know one was worlds better because I watched obviously every Manchester United game and I watched a lot of Aston Villa. So I'm not with Mbeumo. The original point I was making was not only does he bring you the goals and assists, which is much needed, because I think too many attackers in today's age get away with no output and just being good for the team. Like, yo, you gotta add some output. Unless you're that great of a foil for other players, like let's say Firmino was for Mane and Salah, like Benzema was for Ronaldo and Bale. Unless you're that level, which face it, most attacking players are not, you gotta be adding G&A alongside just being good for the team as well, which Morgan Rodgers is. Morgan Rodgers, as much as he adds goals and assists, and I think he needs more output. I've said this about Morgan Rodgers. For his level, he should get more goals and get more assists. Definitely should. And that's not a shot, but he should get more because of the level that he's at. But you can see that what he adds to the team outside of that. He's a very, very, very good footballer. This whole thing about him potentially going Chelsea, though, to play on the wing is a bit crazy to me. Hopefully Chelsea don't get him. Leave him at Villa. I like Villa's team a lot. And that's why I watched a lot of Aston Villa last season, and I do the same this season. I'm a big, big fan of Morgan Rodgers. Big fan of Morgan Rodgers. I think he's quality. Let me see what's going on. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we got 10 goals. Oh no, 8 goals, 10 assists. To me, he definitely should be a double C. 10 assists is impressive still. That is impressive. 100%. Super impressive. I think he's capable of getting double figures. Yeah, see, I was saying, yeah, he needs to improve in the final third. Yeah, I agree. Asaid said United fans need to start going to fund Mbeumo. Nah, let them do it, man. Let the great footballing structure do it. They can deal with that. What's this, Stephanie? I like you desperately. Is this saying I know you desperately? I know you like me, Stephanie. I'm fantastic. But desperately want Mbeumo at United. We are very lucky once United. Are you concerned the longer this goes on, he loses patience and reunions and has a reunion with Frank and gets Champions League action with Spurs? Please, no. No, I think that ship has sailed. I think if it was going to happen, it would have happened in 2 instances. One, when Thomas Frank initially made the move to Spurs and there was a whole conversation about him potentially going there. Or secondly, it was last week. Was it last week? Yeah, it would have been last week where reports came out stating that Mbeumo still wants to move, still wants Manchester United. Like, so I don't worry about that. I think the deal gets done. Stephanie G. I genuinely think the deal gets done. I'm not concerned. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I think the deal actually gets done. King saying they just want straight cash. I think it's just it's literally the structure of the deal. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I do. I said Rodgers is a baller. Wish we would go for him. And Nani. Hey man, you got Madueke, K man, and you got Gyökeres coming in as well. Don't see, man. You got Gyökeres. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll bring you to European glory, man. Got Gyökeres. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he does. Big up Sham says United brought in Ineos and said Jim Ratcliffe is a lifelong United fan, but he's not showing that. More acting like Mike Ashley when he was at Newcastle, all about cost cutting and being tight. Here the thing is, I don't know about the lifelong Manchester United fan. Did he not have a Chelsea season ticket? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I understand going to watch other games. I've been to other games before, other Premier League, and watched other Premier League clubs. But imagine you lot found out that, I don't know, I had a Leicester City season ticket. You lot would look at me like I was crazy. If it came out, if I had a Leicester City season ticket or a Wolves season ticket or Fulham, would you lot not question if I'm like, well, are you really a lifelong Manchester United fan? That you have a season ticket for another club? Not going to a one-off game. That's calm. Like, I hear that. Like I said, I've been one-off games. But a season ticket, and you a lifelong fan. Yeah, I mentioned Wolves, I mentioned Leicester, I mentioned Fulham. I was just trying to think of, just clubs, just mid-table clubs. Like, see, I didn't mention Spurs. I could have easily said Spurs. If you lot found out I had a Spurs season ticket, even before all the nonsense about, oh, you like Spurs, you lot would look at me like I was crazy. So imagine what it's like for the actual owner of the football club, or part owner. And also on top of that, man did a deal with the Glazers to keep him here. All right. Okay. Well, he wants what's best for the football club. I hear it. And you know what? That all being said, I think he genuinely does want what's best for the football club. I just don't think he's very good at his job. I got to reiterate that. I think they're trying. I just don't think they're good. Like a player who be out on the pitch who tries, he's just like, for instance, Mason Mount tries. I'll use Mason Mount as an example. There's no lack of effort for Mason Mount. Whether he's at United or whether he's at Chelsea, I never question his commitment on the pitch. One thing you'll never hear me say about Mason Mount is, oh, he wasn't trying. Oh, he was hiding. He's just not very good. Same way, if I was out there playing for Manchester United, there'd be no lack of effort or commitment on my side. But guess what? I am not good enough. That's a skill thing, and that's how I look at the ownership. Skill. Get all this nonsense about all this other stuff. What is your skill set in this field? In their instance, ownership and hierarchy and doing things at board level. Buying players, selling players, managerial decisions, just decisions overall. It's like, yeah, all right. Exactly. You hear what I'm saying, Duncy? If you lot found that out about me, you lot would look at me like I was crazy. You lot would look at me like I was crazy. If I did that. See? Man are calling me glory hunter, you know, you lot idiot. Glory hunter, you know. Wolves or Leicester. Kind of fools. Yes, flawless. He tried to buy you. Exactly, man. Everything just looks even more funnier and funnier in the light. The more I have these conversations, especially when I'm doing, if it's ManDem United and I'm here by myself, or I'm doing solo Q&As and you like ask me questions and then I just start talking, I'm too insightful for my own good. Because I start then breaking things down further and thinking about things on the spot. So this don't make no sense. What is going on here? All right. Okay. No, Duncy. Oh yeah, you talking to nephew. That's between you two as well. Wait, oh, you lot talk. What are you lot talking about in the chat? Oh, Jim tried to get Chelsea, but Roman wasn't having it. Faz tells you all you need to know. That's crazy, Duncy. That is absolutely wild. Hey man, one more like. Get us up to 30 likes, you lot. What are we doing, man? Get us up to 30 likes. What's going on? Get us up to 30 likes, people. What are you doing? Hey, Punish Sam. Your question is your answer to this question is as good as mine. He said, "What happened to Ineos best in class?" And Mbeumo was coming start of July. Hey, Punish, I don't know. Even I thought he'd be here. Even I gave him too much credit. Because I was one of the people who said this. I was like, yeah, start of July, he'll be here. I genuinely thought the first week of July he'll be here. I thought I can't remember when the second bid got rejected. I think it was late. Was it? I think it was the start of July, like late June, wasn't it? But yeah, I said, yeah, because the 7th of July was the Monday. Because the first was Tuesday. So I genuinely looked at it and went, yeah, nah, we gonna sign him. I remember Saeed telling me at the end of June about July madness. Yeah. Nephew says, wait, I just remembered we're talking about a team that's meant to challenge by 2028. Yeah. I remember that. And then people want to bring me about 2028. That's all well and good, but fix us now. This is 2025. How about you deal with the scenario and the situation we are currently in now? That'd be a big help. Be a massive help for us, please. Absolutely huge help for us. Can you do that? Can you do that for us? I beg. Big up to Punish Sam says, I said Mbeumo our last signing this summer and he's coming in the middle of preseason. We gonna see. Hey, big up to my GM De Niro. Hope you're blessed, my G. Hope you're all good, man. Big up, big up. I said July sadness more like. I said that to Saeed. I said, is it still July madness? Or is it July sadness? I said it to him on Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. I said it to him. He was laughing about it. And it's like, all right. See what happens. Let's see what happens. King says Ineos have to understand that they're not going to get full transfers for some players they're not going to get transfers for some players. Some players need to go out on loan, but they want permanent transfers. Dumb price tags on Højlund and Garnacho. I even want no loans. You'll just sell these players. Just get these man done. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So I'll just get the deal done. Big up Sheik in the cut as well. Yeah, Sheik, what are you saying?
Yo, big up, bro. Sorry I sound like this. I just woke up. We here though, but yeah, man, big up, bro. Man, you said everything so far already, bro, about this club. Did you see the tweet about the Mbeumo thing?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Talking about it's still
piss
several.
Piss take, bro.
I did star it for those that may not know. 1 second. Where we at? Hold up.
Big up the chat. Make sure you guys are subscribing, of course. Make sure you guys are running up the likes. I also wanted to mention this, fellas. I got a message on Instagram, yeah? From someone in Sacramento. He said he saw me on Back Again.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Yeah, he said I saw you on Back Again, and he said I like subscribed, and stuff like that. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Someone from Sacramento, you know.
It's Back Again, yo. That platform
Back Again. You should tell troops. Yeah, you should tell troops. You should let them know, man. Like people out here watching Back Again.
Yeah,
not just myself.
Huge, yeah. He's huge over there in the States. Obviously, with the Barstool deal, and he was big over there before, but Barstool and being over there.
He sent me a request on Instagram, and I'm like, who? Like, I don't know this guy, and I don't normally like follow people, so I just accepted because I seen that he went to the same college I went to, so I accepted, and then he's hit me a message, and he was like, "Yo, Sheik, I saw you on Back Again," and he's like, "I'm also from Sacramento and stuff like that." I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Yeah, man. Then subscribe.
Crazy.
See that. Love that. I was
Crazy,
saying,
crazy.
shout out to Troops every single time, and Back Again, you kill it, fam. So love that for real.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, appreciate that. So
Bro,
all because of you, but
man already knew what it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was gonna smoke it on there. You already know. And yeah, this is what he was talking about. So the gap between United and Brentford and the valuation of Mbeumo remains considerable. There have been no significant developments over the past few weeks. The two sides are several £1 million apart, and the deal is still not imminent, but talks continue. That's from David Ornstein. And here's what, before you go on, nice to be about this, it's several £1 million. Several. It's not a major, it's not a huge amount,
bro. This is a piss take. This is actually
not a big amount. It's probably, like I've been stating, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. It's probably something minor like that. And when I say minor in terms of 3, 4, 5 million in terms of players and transfers is a minor amount when we're talking 2 Premier League clubs. What are we doing out here? Yeah, your thoughts on this?
Bro, what is it that they keep saying all the time? I keep hearing these tweets like talks continue. They still remain in contact. Brother, what are we talking about? Like, what are you guys at this point even talking about? Genuinely, I want to know. So if there's a meeting that you have or there's some sort of contact that you make every single day, do you just hit up Brentford and you're like, oh yeah, did you guys change your mind? Can we do this much? And they say no. So it's like, okay, then he goes, whoever, just I'm taking an example. Let's say it's Omar Barada or whoever these guys, right? The guy goes up to Omar. He's like, yo, should we message Brentford today? And he's like, sure, let's do it. And then he messages Brentford, oh, you guys come to some sort of agreement. Like, can we pay this much? They say no, straight up. And he's like, oh, by the way, Omar, they said no today. Omar's like, okay, no worries. We'll ask tomorrow again. Is this what's going on? Like, are we like, I don't understand why we haven't come to some sort of agreement again. For the people who don't know either, this is taken 7 weeks now. 7 weeks. We're just gonna sign at this point, bro. I think we're just gonna sign Mbeumo. I'm not even gonna do anything else. Just Cunha and Mbeumo is gonna be our window. Which, mind you, like, nothing on them. They're both great players. But in terms of where we are as a team, it's absolutely piss poor embarrassing, bro. Piss poor embarrassing. We finished 15th last season. And I keep asking this all the time. Did we finish 15th? Like, did we actually have a shit show season? Last 2 years, we've been regressing constantly. Did we score 44 goals in the Premier League last year? You were talking about, Højlund and Garnacho and all these guys. They're not even being linked to move on because we're so stuck on this deal currently at this moment. Like, this club forgets that there's other things to do as well. Like, how is it that Arsenal Football Club that we like to, troll and talk about all the time, they've gotten Gyökeres over the line. They've gotten that center back Mascara over the line. Whatever you want to say about Nani Madueke, they put in one bid for Nani Madueke and he's at the club. And this is all while they're dealing with players.
But they'll probably get done before.
Yeah, but that deal probably gets done because they have an agreement in principle. That's something that we've already seen already. They're just kind of finding out the minute details.
Stating that Sporting may want more money, but just try to hash it out and get it done.
I think that deal gets done, regardless, because he doesn't want to go. It's the same type of situation in terms of the player. He doesn't want to go anywhere other than Arsenal. So they'll get that done. But my point is like, how have they gotten 3 to 4 deals done simultaneously while they've been working on things? While we're just so hell-bent on getting Mbeumo done, but we're still several millions away. Like, they're telling us that we're all focused on the Mbeumo deal currently. We want to get a striker. We want to get a midfielder. I see this every single day. Our priority is Mbeumo currently at this moment, but we want to get a striker. We want to get a midfielder. When the next season, when this season's over, like when we're going and playing Manchester City at the Etihad, like, is that when we're trying to get players in? When the season's already started? And I have to also mention this law. It's like, I don't rate Ruben Amorim. I really don't, because I don't think he's been anywhere near good enough, even good enough, to lead this Manchester United team going into this season. I don't think he has any credibility in the bank. However, Ineos are not backing him at all, bro.
That's why I
And this
titled
is
it.
the title itself, like this is a big conversation because I still, to some certain extent, was like, okay, let me still see what in terms of what can he really do, because we had this conversation a lot, is that if Ruben Amorim can't perform after he gets backed with players like this, then it's sack him that moment then and there when we're having bad results, because then there's no excuse for you going into this season. I can't even say that because he's not even getting backed by this club, which is absolutely crazy to me. You told this guy it's now or never. You told him in January, we can only get you one player because we need to sell players and we're gonna give you we're gonna overhaul in the summer, all of that. Overhaul in the summer. It's not like they've done any crazy business. They just paid a release clause for a guy whose release clause was known that any club could have paid. It's not like you have to do negotiations. Hey, Wolves, we want to sign Cunha. We think he's a good player, this and that. You just paid the release clause, and Cunha wanted to come here, and he did. And then now, when you're actually in negotiations for one player, it's taking 7 weeks. 7 weeks. So I genuinely, like, it's an absolute piss take, bro. Absolute piss take. What even is our football club? We're hearing Liverpool like go out and they're asking about Isak, like Isak. Which, by the way, if I tell you Liverpool get Isak, wrap up the league, wrap up the Champions League. It's done. It's finito. They're gonna go on. They're gonna go on some level of dominance in the next couple of years. We're gonna sit here as United fans, ask and question why they have so many more league titles than us now. Like it's just finished, bro. We're not serious at all. It's not even like I'm talking about Liverpool potentially going way ahead of us in terms of league titles. Fam, we can't even get into the top 10, where we have to think about how can we stop Liverpool? How can we try to, get to some sort of level to stop Liverpool from winning the league title? And then these frauds want to sit here and tell us about Manchester United needs a new stadium. We're going to do this. We're going to get investors to get this new stadium. We're also going to go out and try to compete by 2028. This is the shit that they want to tell us, Best in class is what they told us when they first arrived at this club. Sir Jim Ratcliffe wanted to change the culture around here. That he wants to go around, fire all these different people at the club who've been here, who've been, leeching money off of this club or whatever. And look at what it's turning out to be right now. And we told you this. You can't trust these guys, bro. They're in the bed with the Glazers. Pause. They're still in bed with the Glazers. They pillow talk with the Glazers. Big up to Matthew every single time. They pillow talk with the Glazers. This is what they do. So it's like I've accepted what it already kind of is, but bro, it pisses me off because that when I saw that this morning, it really, really pissed me off. I woke up just now, but I've been waking up like on and off like in the past like couple of hours. And I seen that because my phone's popping off because of all these different tweets and WhatsApp chats and all that, and they're talking about it. And I'm like, what is this? And I go on Twitter and I see the Athletic tweet. We're several millions away, but the talks continue. What the fuck are we talking about at this point? Like in these 7 weeks, I genuinely want to know every single week, what do we actually talk about with Brentford? Hi, hello. You want to accept our deal? You want to accept our bid? They say no. Okay, we'll try again tomorrow. We'll try again next week. We'll try in another couple of days. Like, I just don't get it, bro. I genuinely just don't get it. And this is one player. One player. Mind you, we still have to get a goalkeeper. We still have to get a striker. We still have to get a midfielder. We still have to get XYZ gone from this club too. We have so many things we have to do. But no, we're signing senior head of recruitments during the transfer window. We care more about Amazon Bombas. Like, manager cares more about that. They ask him about players. He says, yeah, these players can stay. They ask him about, do you want to do Amazon Bomba? No, I don't want to do Amazon. I don't want to do this Amazon like series or whatever. This is our football club. And then we have people in our fan base as well. I literally want to talk about this too. We have people in our fan base who sit there. They see a couple of pictures from a couple of players, in training, this and that. Oh yeah, we're gonna win the league. We're gonna cook this season. Oh, it's so scary. Like, we're gonna be so good this season because Xerxes looks like he can finish. Kobe Mainoo looks like he looks like a super soldier, Captain America type vibes. Casemiro's like lost so much weight. They love putting that picture together of him last preseason and then him this preseason. Like Lisandro Martinez got a new haircut. Oh my God, he looks crazy. Like pause. He looks like he has a point to prove this season. Oh, Mason Mount's like, look at how Mason Mount performed in the last couple of games last season. I definitely think he can cook. Oh yeah, we're definitely not going to score 45 goals. We're definitely going to score a lot more goals this season just because of how they're looking at pitchers and trading. Our fan base is another part of this. Our fan base didn't want Bruno to leave. That's a big thing too, because that whole decision set our club back. I think Mbeumo's done a long time ago. If the Bruno sale goes through, I think Mbeumo's done a long time ago. Whether it's a striker of who we wanted or not, but I think those deals are done. Those deals are done. But no, we want to take the piss, and this is what you get, man. And honestly, bro, like I am a fan of this club, and I love this club, and I will love this club till the end of the day. But currently, at this moment, bro, fuck this club. Genuinely, fuck this club, bro. They don't know how to run it. They don't know what it is to actually hold the name of Manchester United Football Club. None of those things. They don't deserve anything, bro, currently at this moment. The worst of the worst. I thought this could be the worst of the worst of what we just saw in this previous preseason. But no, what we're getting right now is the worst of the worst. And every now and then, like, I know what the situation is, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to waste my energy, bro. It pisses me off, bro. It genuinely does. When shit like this happens. 7 weeks, and we still can't get over the line. Over one player. By the way, this deal is not even that hard. The player wants to come here. He's been saying this for the longest time. He wants to be here. But we can't even freaking negotiate, bro. It is so emotionally draining, Matthew. Seriously. It really, really is. You sit out here, you watch all these clubs play great games. Chelsea winning a Club World Cup. PSG. By the way, we funded that midfield. I keep saying this all the time. We signed Ugarte off of them. And then now they have one of the best midfields in Europe. Like, shit like this. We watch our club do not even the bare minimum. They don't even do the bare minimum at this point, bro. Not even the bare minimum. Spurs just won a Europa League. And they signed Kudus. They're about to sign Morgan Gibbs-White. Having a better window than us. And they talk about, Daniel Levy doesn't sign players, doesn't do this, doesn't do that. But look at them now. It's all about intent. Where do you think the intent is for our owners and this football club currently at this moment? Where do you actually think the intent is? To the people in the chat who still back them. Anybody out there who's still backing them. Oh, they need time. Oh, they just got here. Oh, they don't know how to run a big club like this, a big business like this. Fuck off, man. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard, especially when you finish 15th. If anything, this is on a plate for you. You don't have to go out there and sign, quality players to get us to a certain level of us challenging or us getting into a top 4. It's not rocket science. You go out there and you have all this money you have all this money to scout this and that. You do all those type of things and you say that you have all these type of things, and yet you only know how to sign one player that you can't even get over the line. Can't even get to the line. Bring up this comment real quick. Flawless by Hosu. How long did it take Chelsea to get to the point that they're at now? Y'all need to adjust your expectations because it's going to be a long road ahead. What crazy expectations do I have for a club that finished 15th? What crazy expectations do I have? This is my question to you, Josu. What crazy expectations do I have for a club that's finished 15th? All I'm saying is sign some fucking players, sell some fucking players. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying. Chelsea spent $2 billion. I'm sitting here saying, cool, spend the money too.
And what I joked to Josie, what is the expectations? That is crazy. What is the expectations? Yeah, that's what I want to know. What expectations are too much? This is gonna be good. This is the same guy who said we should win 85% of our games, by the way. What expectations of ours is too much?
Like, what is it that we're saying right now, which is too crazy to expect from a team that finished 15th? All we're saying is, why isn't Mbeumo done right now? Why is this deal not done right now? Why are we not linked with other players? Why are players not leaving this club? What is so crazy in that? And then you want to bring up Chelsea, saying that, Chelsea, also Chelsea have a new project. they had new owners as well. Which, by the way, it wasn't their choice because Roman Abramovich, there was a worldwide, wide-scale ban of Russian owners and Russian things, which is why he had to leave the club.
I ain't gonna be gaslighted by this. What great point are Chelsea at now? Chelsea ain't winning the league. Chelsea ain't one of the 3 best teams in the league. So what point are Chelsea at now?
Exactly.
That's what I want to know. That's 2 questions. Why are Chelsea the bar? What took Chelsea to get to this point now? What have Chelsea they've got done?
We're not triggered, bro. We asked you a question. Go on and answer the question. You're the one who put in the comment.
He ain't got an answer. We know he ain't got an answer.
No one's triggered.
Like Chelsea. What have Chelsea done that's so great? That's what I want to know. When did they become the bar? Did they win the league or Champions League and I missed it?
And it's funny because like they're talking about how it's taken this long and how much money. Bro, that's my whole point. Spend the money. Like that's my whole point. Is spend the money. Sign players. I just don't get it, bro. But cool, like this is the same guy who's asking us about our expectations. When you said no, but when this same person had 75% win record up until November, that's what he thinks can happen. Was that him? Yeah, or was that someone else? Yeah, it was him. So, what more do we need to tell you, bro? But we just asked you a simple question: what expectations do we have currently that I have said currently so far on this stream, which are crazy to you? What expectations do I need to adjust? Let me know on that because that's your comment. I genuinely want to hear this. No one's triggered. We just want to hear what your answer is or what your question is. Clearly,
you got no answer, man. That's why. Man's got no answer. That's why I gotta make jokes. This is like when I was talking to Carl yesterday on the fan calling show. When man ain't got no answer, resort to jokes. See, man ain't got again.
That's not the question. That is not the question.
Yeah, man ain't got no answer, man.
Question is, what expectations do we have that you think we need to adjust? That is the question. Straight up. You love to do this. You love to play around the bush, bro. Ask us what you were asking us. Tell us what expectations we have.
I ain't got no response, man. Man don't never have no answer. That's why he gonna dance around it and then say, "Oh, I was away." Oh, 5. Oh, that's why I didn't hear what you said. Answer the question again. Man don't have no answer. That's why he's wrote 3 comments and there's been no response to it because there's no expectation that you've made or I've made. That is crazy. You know why? Because we haven't given any expectations. We haven't given any expectations. We've not said, "All right, we must do this, this, and this." You know what I'm saying in that? Vibe. So you don't think we have the money? All right, so I'll clarify where the money's coming from in regards to that. So we've put money up for him already. I think it was 55 plus 10. We got 5 million from the Sancho deal. We got 7.5 million from the Fernandez deal, and we got 11 million from the Alanga deal. You do the maths, that's enough to get Mbeumo over the line. The money is there for Mbeumo. And then it ties back into selling players as well. And then you can sell players and then bring in more players. So what now? What now? Yeah, comment because people always want to do this and defend this shoddiness. That's why. So I've just stated there. That's 11. That's 5, and then
16,
and then 7.5,
22.
So
23,
23 million, or you say round it up, round it down, whatever. 20 plus million that we've got from sell-ons and stuff. And also Matthew, the Bruno thing as well, which, you know, is a bad decision. So in regards to buying players, what now? I've just mentioned where we've got 20 odd million from, and they're saying the reports is it's several million. So use that 5 million or 7.5 million from the Fernandez deal and add that to it, and they'll get the deal done. Now what? And you run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Please make sure you do that.
You're also the same person, Josu, who said you gave a specific scenario when we asked you about the 75% win record up until November. I remember this. You wrote in the chat. You said if we end up getting the midfielder, the striker, all that type of stuff. And then now you're sitting here saying we have crazy expectations for asking for those type of players.
Yeah, actually, that's a great point because
Make that make
literally,
sense.
actually,
Make that make sense.
I forgot about that because actually last week it was we're signing all these players. So now he's saying there's no money.
Make that make sense. Make that make sense.
That's what he's saying. Now see how man just be talking for talking sake. Because last week it was we get all of these players. He's the same guy who said we get a striker, we get a midfielder, and we get a goalkeeper.
Yeah, and then we have our 75% win record up until
He said we get, but now we don't have. But now we don't have money.
Oh, but so now it's crazy expectations from us to ask whatever you are asking and you wanted. It's the same thing that we're saying. We want players in. We want players to leave. It's all we've said so far on stream. So far, this stream. But we need to adjust our expectations. Okay, bro. Like, all right. The money's there from Mbeumo, but that's it. We need to sell to buy, like you said, Flawless. But we can agree these players are proving difficult to move on. Yes. Know this. This ain't nothing new. My point is...
No, actually, no. I don't think these players are difficult to move on. I think it's our problem. I think it's our issue. And you told... So, Josu, let me ask you what changed from last week? Because last week you said we are signing... Ineos are going to do the business. So now you've changed. Now we're not going to do the business. You said we're signing Mbeumo, striker, midfielder, and goalkeeper. You said that's happening. So why is it not happening now? Man, just say anything. All right, man. All right. Flawless, I said the same exact thing at the start of the stream. You've got extra million money from Sancho and Alanga and still can't give Brentford another 5 million to get the deal done. So the money's there. So I don't hear about it. That's why I'm not hearing about it. We literally got extra money from 3 different deals. Or 1 loan deal that was terminated and 2 sell-on clauses. But now you got people like Josu changing his mind because last week it was where Ineos are going to do the business. And then we're going to cook. Now there's no money. So what's changed in a week?
And there's always so much focus on, like, so many people focus on we're going to cut losses. We're going to do this. Let me ask you guys a question. When have we ever seen a rebuild where there isn't losses, significant losses? That's a whole point of a rebuild. You reset everything. I'm sure you guys watch the NBA. I'm sure you guys do. When teams in the NBA when they start a rebuild, they most likely 90% of the time, 85 to 90% of the time, they get rid of their best player. They get rid of their best player. They trade their best player, or they, let him sign or let his contract run out and they reset. That's what they do. So,
all right, Josie, whatever, man. I'm done. You just be in the chat talking rubbish. I'm done talking to you, fam. How about that?
Literally, it's always like this. It's just like, bro, you ask something, you say something about us on football debates, and then you just say that we're putting words in your mouth. What?
I'm done chatting to him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I'm done. There's nothing to discuss. Yeah. All right, Josie, you right. I'm wrong. Big up, man. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell too. We're going to close out in the next couple of minutes, people. You know what I'm saying? We're going to close out. It's being said that you need to it's being said you need to sell to buy them. Why aren't United getting players out the door? Slow to buy players, slow to sell players. It's not looking good, bro. I hear you, Shep. I hear it. Yeah, they take a huge cap hit too sometimes and take bad contracts in order to commit to a complete rebuild in Americans in sports. And the thing is coming, you don't even have to take bad deals. That's the thing. You don't even have to take bad deals. You could take this. It's not difficult to move these players on whatsoever. We're making it difficult, but is it difficult? No, it isn't a difficult. It is far from a difficult thing. Far from a difficult scenario. We are making it difficult. That's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're making it difficult. And that's what it is. These players should have been moved on already. Not all of them, but the vast majority. Everyone's really serious, but we're not. No team takes
not serious, man. We're really not, bro.
We're not that long.
It makes no sense to me at all, fellas. Like how we finished 15th and we're moving like this. We're spending damn near a whole summer to sign 1 player. I said this, the World Cup, if this was next year, the World Cup has started and the World Cup's about to be over. And we still are heckling over Mbeumo. And we're still several millions away. Flawless just said that we got 23 million from player sales that are not even at our club. They're not even at our club, excluding maybe 1 player. We've got 23 million from we've got around 17 million from 2 guys who are not even at our club. Sell-on clauses. and we're still heckling over several millions for one player when we still have a lot of other shit to do. Like, I just don't get it, bro. And for anybody who still, like Hosu, has any sort of expectations that we need to adjust them or whatever, the facts are clear right in front of us. We don't know how to run a football club. These guys don't know how to run a football club. They're here. I don't know what even they're here for, to ruin it, to get money, to profitize, whatever it is. I don't know, but this is what it is, people. This is the reality of it. I keep saying this on my channel too. These guys are here to stay. They're going to be here for a very, very long time. Expect this, because ain't nothing changing, bro. Nothing changing. They're talking about shit like 28. Oh, yeah, my bad. My bad.
No, that's still going on.
Yeah, like 2028, they're talking about us competing. Like, yeah, 2028, we'll be competing. We'll still be competing with the likes of West Ham, Brentford, and all these clubs that come into the Premier League or that leave the Premier League and all that type of stuff, man. Ain't nothing serious about our club anymore. Genuinely. Manchester United by name is probably not even a thing anymore. Genuinely, I don't even think that's a thing. Manchester United by name, we used to even be that. Like, we're Manchester United Football Club by name, have standards, this and that. These are our standards now. Two years in a row, we've regressed on a different level. Like, genuinely on a different level, we've regressed. It's pathetic, bro. Absolutely pathetic. Like, it boils my blood, genuinely, to see our club like this, bro. Boils my blood that all these other clubs are going out there and doing business, whether you like the business or not, but they're doing business. And these clubs are just, there's a very significant gap between all of us. And then on top of that, when you look at who we can even, there's nobody that we can even look at this club and be like, you know what, despite the owners doing this and that, I still expect you to have some sort of results and to perform. None of those type of things. None of those type of things. Sheik, what did you think of the window last year? Oh, you want to ask questions now, but you don't want to answer ours. Okay, bro. I ain't gonna answer it for you until you answer our questions that we asked.
He's right. We wrong, man.
Yeah. You're always right, bro. You're always right. We're gonna have a 75% win record up until November. You're right, bro.
Right, man. We wrong.
Yeah. We're gonna have 85 points this season, according to him. So yeah, you're right, bro.
Hey, shout out your channel. Let them know what you got coming up. All that good stuff, man.
Yep. Thank you for having me on, of course. Flawless as always. Make sure you guys are running up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Big up to my bro Jez in the chat too. You guys can find me on Sheik TV. I think someone put it earlier in the chat too. We're less than 50 subscribers away. 50 subscribers away to 1K. So we're gonna get there soon. I keep saying this all the time. What's gonna happen first? Mbeumo signs for United or Sheik TV hits 1K? This in your hands right now, because I know you guys are competent enough, or I shouldn't say that, but yeah, like you guys will get it done. You know, we actually do business over here on Sheik TV. But yeah, less than 50 subscribers away. I think I'm 48 subscribers away to be exact from 1K. We didn't do Mud Brothers yesterday because I had a little bit of work and stuff to deal with. So we'll be back today, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. UK time. So Mud Brothers is back. It's not Monday Night Madness, but it's Tuesday night. Tuesday night trauma. That's what I'm going to call it, because for me, at least, it's trauma. So Tuesday night trauma. We'll be back on my brother's 8 p.m. UK. The guys will be there. And then I think at 11 p.m. UK, I'll be on Hussam's channel for like a transfer show. So definitely do check that out. But yeah, Sheik TV is where you guys can find me. And we're on the road to 1K, and we will get there soon. But yeah, big up, Flawless. Thank you for having me on, as always, bro.
Every time, man. Blessings, you lot. Big up, man. Every single time. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Links underneath in the description. And then links in the title. Link is also underneath in the description. It's also on the featured channel page as well. Hit the like button here, whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back. Hit the subscribe button. Gonna redirect, send you lot all over to Rant's channel. I'll be live with Rant in a couple of minutes as well, people. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Don't forget, follow the Sarcasm City TV playback. There'll be some form of gaming content on there as well. And subscribe to Sheik, man. Get Sheik to 1K. Follow the playback. And don't forget as well, all the shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling shows, and gaming content, all available on all audio platforms as well. So if you're on Spotify, want to listen to the show or any of the other shows, audio only, go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, hit the notification bell. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to podcasts. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.